Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp coming back to you what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And I wanted to type in, I think it was Goldman Sachs, but I put in JP Morgan end of the year layoffs, and this is what popped up on the feed. Okay, in the New York Post, it says massive Wall Street layoffs feared as banking profits tank. Okay, and we all know why the banks are tanking right now is because the dollar's tanking. Forbes, and these are all big time publications. The Great Resignation is turning into the Great Uncertainty. Another Forbes, there you go. Job cuts are coming to Wall Street. Forbes, again, recession fears fuel layoffs. Here are the major U.S. ones so far. CNBC, and these are all like the big economic media outlets. It says Wall Street layoffs likely ahead as 2-year hiring boom turns into bust. Wall Street Journal, crypto layoffs hit risk and compliance staff at big exchanges. The NPR, job cuts are rolling in as recession fears rise. Fox Business, JP Morgan's mortgage business lays off, reassigns hundreds of employees as rates climb. Bloomberg report, U.S. layoffs, hiring freezes are tip of the labor market slowdown. Forbes, housing party is over, supply increase for the first time since 2019 as mortgage rates rise. So, as you can see here from these many articles, that the American economy is not doing so well. Okay, and the more that they keep blaming this economy on the war drums, the more they keep talking about the situation as it pertains to hyperinflation. Okay, people are just going to do things. When I mean people, I mean these businesses, these big time companies and establishments. They're going to start doing things to save money. Okay, some of that just might not be hiring people in general. A company may just deal with the people that they have, and when somebody retires, they'll just let them go and not rehire anybody. Or the people that they have, what's the first thing they start doing? Laying people off. So we're coming into a time where many of these companies and many of these business entities and establishments are coming under hard financial strain. And see, this is talked about in the Bible when you go to the book of Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, the workers cease, the working stops because they are few. And the reason why the workers are going to be few is because these big time establishments are going to be trying to save money. Okay. And it says, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Many people are going to be trying to look for a job and won't be able to find it. Or you might have many people who have a job that won't quit their job because they're not going to be sure how they're going to obtain an income or be able to afford a means to provide a living for themselves, and if they have a family, for their family. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets. Okay, many of these companies, as we read in some of them, might just have a hiring freeze, like they're not hiring anybody until they can start making a profit, until the so-called inflation goes away, many of these companies might not be hiring. And a good example of that is, look what happened in the past 2 years. Many people got laid off. Many people didn't come back to the workforce. Those who are fortunate enough to be able to keep their jobs and work at the business, or adapt it and work from home, hey, that's what they're doing. Okay. The working here in America is coming. It's coming to an end. Okay. And it says, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. All right. The work in many of these businesses is getting low. Because one thing that we saw during the bad bedtime story is that these establishments have realized that they do not need this many people. They do not need a builder. They do not need all this overhead. Their company can function just fine with pretty much a skeleton crew. Therefore, saving on a light bill, water bill, insurance, electricity, gas, so on and so forth. Businesses are saving. Hey, we don't have to pay for a lunch break if they're at home. They can just take it whenever they need to. We don't have to provide snacks and goodies for them. They're at home. They can eat their own food. We don't have to reimburse them for gas. They're not driving into work. Hey, they're working from home. So with big time businesses knowing this, hey man, they're not going to be hiring folks if they don't have to. And it says, and he shall rise up in the voice at the voice of the bird. All right. You have many people that are getting up early in the morning, that digital bird, the alarm clock, and waking up to nothing. And it says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. There's an old song that's called Whistle While You Work. And ain't nobody whistling while they working. Because folks are sad and depressed because they're not going to work. And you got people that are miserable because they're stuck at a job that they don't want to be at, but they can't quit because of the fear of what can possibly happen. We're at a time where the strength of Egypt is failing. Let me see if I can let me put this on pause real quick. All right, this is Isaiah 31. And I'm going to just get to the point. Isaiah 31:3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. All right. The whole strength of Egypt, Babylon, the snake, its whole structure is crumbling right before our very eyes. And there's no way to heal it. When you look at Jeremiah 51, I believe that's Jeremiah 50. We would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. This place is not coming back. And this is clear proof that America is in store for much more turbulent times in the near future. That's it. Look at this. This is not coming back. Let me see. We'll go to the next page. The Street, stocks lower, JP Morgan, TSMC, Celsius Network, and Tesla and Focus. JP Morgan lays off mortgage staffers, Flagstar data breach. Forbes, what you need to know about layoffs, hiring freezes. It's not looking good for this place. This place is done. That's really all you need to say. This place is done. So that's all I want to say on this. Hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.